Do it.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to The Camera Adds 10 Pounds. I'm your host, Peter Surs, and today I have a guest that you guys are going to love because I want you guys to hear his story. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for comedian John Edward Brickley. Put your hands together. No, like them, not you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm awesome, man. I just saw you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, down at the Palace.
We were in San Diego, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. You did great.
You didn't stay for my second set.
I did not.
The first set I did okay, right?
Yeah, no, you did great the first set.
Thanks, man.
Was it my girlfriend says hi? So.
Oh, hello,
yeah.
Jen, right?
Yeah.
Jen Gonzalez.
Let's keep it on the DL, I guess.
Oh.
A little bit, but we're good. We're fine.
Wait, do we have to edit that out?
No, you're fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You just made it really awkward.
No, we're fine. This is good.
You said
Nothing's off limits.
So okay, that's fine. Well, I mean, what I would okay. So I don't know, people that have listened to this episode from day one, kind of know why I started it. Why I started this podcast in particular. It's kind of evolved a little bit, but it still has the common theme of like when I started the podcast. I wanted to talk about how I am a comic. Obviously, you know, I travel the country doing stand-up. I'm here in LA, blah, blah, blah. But I'm also very much into fitness.
For sure.
I eat right. I work out a lot. And part of it is because I just want to look good and feel good.
Well, you do.
Thanks,
Yes, you
man.
do.
Thank you. And another part of it is it's how I deal with my mental health. It's one of the, things that has helped me deal with what the depression that I deal with and stuff is that, fitness has always kind of just been like an outlet for me.
Yeah.
I
didn't even know you're a depressed dude.
I mean, I am. Yeah. But I feel like, I think I'm kind of, I don't want to compare myself to anybody, but I do know that from what I've learned and so forth, is that a lot of depressed people, quote unquote, they present themselves as super happy and outgoing and energetic, but then deep down they have like their stuff that they're dealing with.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have that to an extent, but like, I've always been good natured and whatnot. But yeah, like I have my issues. Like I know you know some of my story, but you probably don't know like my life story.
Yeah, not in particular.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you hear what I talk about my stand up, like with my dad and stuff. But my mom died when I was 20.
Oh, wow.
And my dad, before he was like into the drugs and stuff, he was like super abusive. So like I just, been through a lot of stuff. But working out has always kind of just been like a staple, like
For sure.
through breakups, through loss, through this, like it's always been something that I can deal with.
Right.
That helps me deal with it, along with therapy and along with now I get my outlet as stand-up. I can talk about stuff and just, I think talking about things is very important, but there is definitely a benefit to like just exercising. And so, which is, so when I started this podcast, I initially wanted to just talk to comedians that worked out and took care of themselves. And I started to run out of people because there's not a lot of us. But I mean, they're out there, but you were one of the people that I actually wanted to have on, early on, was because I know just from knowing you, I think I've probably known you for a couple years now.
Yeah, a few years now.
But when I met you, you were significantly heavier than you are now.
I get my favorite is when people don't want to say you're fatter. They try to skirt around, try to figure out the new way. So someone said to me the other day, it was like, I remember you when you were a lot fuller. It's like, no, I've been, I'm full now. It's just less full.
Yeah.
Less. Like it's a nice way of saying fat, but we all know what you're saying. Just say it.
I mean, I'm not an asshole.
No.
But like you've lost a lot of weight.
Yeah,
just
for
since
sure.
I've known you.
Yeah, it was a lot. 120 pounds, man.
120 pounds.
Yeah.
You lost 100. That's like almost as much as I weigh.
Yeah.
You lost me.
I lost a Peter Surs. Yes. Yeah. It's I lost a busty runway model. I've imagine a duffel bag filled with 120 pounds. That's pretty much like
that's crazy.
That's a lot.
I used to have a personal training client who lost 30 pounds.
Yeah.
And she was a lot older. She was like in her 60s.
Mm-hmm.
But she would always, like, whenever I would have her do an exercise I'd always try to not do it because I always knew what would happen. But whenever I gave her 15-pound dumbbells, like two of them to hold, she would always be like, "Oh my God, This is 215. This is 30 pounds. This used to be in my body every time. And I'm like, I know you've lost 30 pounds. I got it. But like, it is true. Like when you think about it like that, you're like, yeah, like I lost this much fucking weight. Like that's crazy.
Well, I think quantifying it kind of helps you like really see where you've gone. Like obviously like before and after pics are like a big thing to show you kind of your progress. But like to really quantify like 120 pounds is a lot of things.
So how much, what were you at your heaviest?
I was at like the heaviest that was ever recorded was 370. But I know I was definitely well past that at one point in time.
Okay, that's I figured you were probably heavier than whatever you recorded, but
yeah, I'm thinking probably like 375, 380.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was a fat.
How does that how does that happen?
Man,
be honest.
You know,
no judgment.
Okay, so I'm from the Midwest,
right?
And I'm not gonna say that this is any excuse, but like my family, they loves their food.
Of course.
All right.
And you're from Minnesota.
I'm from Minnesota.
Right?
Yeah. And the thing about it is, like, you know, like seconds were like expected, and the food wasn't like properly, you know, it wasn't like proper dietary needs or anything like that. It's just like there's a lot of casseroles, there's a lot of things called a hot dish, which ends up being a lot.
What? Explain that to me, because when I was in Minnesota, I forget who the headliner was that I was featuring for, but they were talking, and I had no idea what they were talking, and I still don't.
What, hot dishes?
Yeah.
Okay, so hot dish is what we would call a casserole here, but normally, like, it's something like, it's hard to explain. It's basically the one that I could always say is like tater tot hot dish is the one my mom always makes. It's so good, terrible for you.
Sounds
terrible.
Good.
Yeah, and it's basically like hamburger and cream of mushroom soup and maybe a vegetable, and then you just layer tater tots on top of that and bake it in the oven. And it sounds gross, but it tastes amazing. I haven't had it in like 7 years, and I thank God every day, because that is deadly.
Tater tot
hot dish, yeah. And yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of different hot dishes out there. But yeah, it's essentially a casserole, but usually it's a little bit more calorie laden, and it'll probably
lots of cheeses.
Lots of cheese. Holy crap!
That's like a Midwest.
Yeah, cheese is if you don't have cheese on it, it's not considered food in the Midwest.
When I went to I just went to I mean, not just, it was a year ago now almost, but when I went last year for the first time, one of my friends actually lives in St. Paul now, so she came to one of my shows. And she's like, oh, my God, you have to try the beer cheese soup. And I was like, first of all, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, try it. And then they brought it out, and it just tasted like I was eating cheese.
Yeah.
Like, you just eat cheese, and you call it soup.
Yeah.
And you put popcorn in it for some
honestly,
reason.
I can't do beer cheese soup. I honestly think it's gross. I think, like, I'm not a big soup guy.
Okay.
And then beer cheese is just gross in general.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just cheese.
Yes.
And I like cheese, but I don't want to just eat cheese.
If I'm going to eat cheese, I want it to be snooty, like on a charcuterie board, you know?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Look at you. That's fancy.
I know.
You're LA now.
I don't even know how to spell it.
My last guest had a word that I was like, what did she say? Myopin or something?
Myopia?
Myopic.
And I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that means, dude.
I mean, I've heard it, but don't ask me for the definition.
Say hi to Paul. You can say hi.
Hey, Paul.
There's our sound engineer, Paul.
Hey.
Thanks. Okay, so hot dishes.
Okay, so big meals, and my family was a bunch of lovers, not a bunch of doers, so we never really did like a lot of activity.
Like physical activity.
Yeah. I mean, like on the weekends, we wouldn't go on walks or anything like that. We would do, like we would go watch a movie or something like that. And I don't know, video games and all that other stuff. I just wasn't an active kid. And I played football and stuff, and that was probably like the best shape I was in high school, but I wasn't in like good shape.
Were you like a lineman?
Yeah, I was definitely a lineman.
Okay.
And I don't mind, I was a big guy. I owned it.
You're tall, too.
Yeah.
You're like what?
6'5".
Oh, yeah. You're a big dude.
Yeah. I owned that stuff, but, I was always a big guy. Everybody knew me as, like, Big John.
Big John.
Yeah.
Like Big John Stud.
Middle name Mud. Yeah.
Did he die? Big John Stud? Is he still alive?
Yeah. I have no idea.
I don't know. I feel like
I didn't even know he was a real guy. I just thought it was
he was a wrestler. WWF back in the day.
Yeah, Big John Stud.
He was friends
Yeah.
with King Kong Bundy.
I.
They used to fight Hulk Hogan and Junkyard Dog. You don't remember that shit?
This is what I remember from wrestling back in the day. Doink the Clown.
Doink. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a little bit after that. but
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he died too.
And then
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
died.
Doink died.
yeah, Doink. Well, there's a bunch of different Doinks. I know that.
The
And
OG
there's,
Doink.
remember,
died.
there's Dink.
Yeah.
There is Dink the Clown.
The
Was that like the midget version of
Yeah,
Doink?
little person.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the little person
God
version.
damn
I
it.
apologize.
Sorry, Brad Williams.
I'm gonna get hurt. I
By the way, Big John Stud dead March 20th, 1995.
Oh wow, he died
Wow.
a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Fuck.
well, dude, wrestlers
Yeah.
do not have a
No,
long
they-
shelf life.
they-
Do you remember the Ultimate Warrior?
Of course.
He got like a achievement award, and then literally the day after he died.
Wait, though, did he really die now? Because I remember there was rumors that he died,
No,
but he
he's
wasn't
dead.
really dead. He
He's
did
dead.
die.
No,
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior's definitely dead.
Wow.
And Dink is still alive.
Oh wow.
63 years old.
Oh, wow.
Holy wow.
Peter Dinklage
4 foot, four
Was-
foot tall.
was Dink.
That's where he got
That
it.
That's
would
where
be
they got
hilarious.
the name.
Okay, yeah, Big John Stud was a wrestler.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just knew that from the song.
What song?
Never mind. It was a rap song, right? He was like Big John Stud, middle name.
Maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll admit.
That's funny.
Fact check me. I don't know. It was terrible. Don't fact check me. I don't.
I'm sure.
yeah.
No, probably is a song.
But yeah, no, I was always a big guy.
Uh-huh.
Everybody called me like Big John, or was it everybody called me Brick because of my last name.
Got it.
And then I stopped after like high school. I stopped really working out or doing anything physical, and I just kind of ballooned up to where I am. And my diet was poor. I
Yeah.
mean, I ate whatever I want when I wanted, which is a lot of hamburgers.
Hamburgers are good, man.
Yeah, they are. A little too good, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then what was it by?
Now,
what
would
is
you
it?
get like? Okay, let me just rewind really quick, because in what did you weigh in high school?
I'd say probably close to 300 pounds.
Okay,
I'd
and
say
so you
maybe a little
po-
bit over like 318.
So
maybe.
post high school, you probably put on another 100 pounds.
Yeah.
So like when you say you're eating burger, this is actually kind of important.
Mm-hmm.
When you say you go to is it like McDonald's or something?
Yeah, I go to McDonald's.
What would be like your typical meal
Okay.
when
Yeah.
you went to those
For
places?
sure. Well, let's see here. I would never get something on the menu. I wouldn't go like I'll have a number one or anything. I would
You
go.
roll your own shit.
I would go to the dollar menu and I'd be like, I want 4 double cheeseburgers,
4 double
Yeah.
cheeseburgers.
a McChicken, and give me a sundae. Yeah, but guess how much that costed?
$4.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
$6
no, I get
after
it.
for everything.
I
yeah,
get it.
and you get more than you get out of the
For
meal.
sure. Yeah, in college, my thing was like because I was playing baseball and stuff and
Yeah.
whatever, but I would get a McChicken, a double, fries, and a soft serve, and that was $4. But that wasn't nearly as many calories as what you just.
Yeah, no, I was packing it in, man. It was like I'm impressed with that kind of food. Like I can do that now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and that's the thing. It's like, when people talk about like gaining weight and like considerable amounts of weight, it takes a lot of work. Like
It does.
it's not like you're eating salads and
Yeah.
chicken breast. Like you were eating
Mm.
4 hamburgers
For
at a
sure.
time,
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
regularly.
I think it was probably like I think I'm an emotional eater because I know when I'm not feeling good,
Uh-huh.
I'm like I want something to eat, and
Okay.
you have to turn that off to
Yeah.
kind of like get through because shit happens. You got to deal
course.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it was huge, and then I ended up coming out here, and I was away from any support system. So
What year did you move here?
I moved here in 2012.
Okay, so 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then it was just basically me and I remember when I first moved out here, I didn't have much of a budget. So I would end up going to 7-Eleven and getting a burrito and potato chips and having that for like,
That's like $1.50.
yeah, $1.50. Yeah.
$2.
Seriously, I rock that shit because they would do like 2 large burritos for
Yeah.
$3, and then I'd get 2 bags of chips, and then I'd be good for
I always
day.
wonder who eats like the hot food at 7-Eleven.
Have you tried their chimichangas? I'm not going to lie.
There's no fucking way I'm eating chimichangas at 7-Eleven, dude.
Pete, don't Don't discredit the chimneys.
This podcast is called The Camera Adds 10 Pounds. We don't eat fucking chimichangas.
Do you know how many calories are in the chimichangas?
Thousands.
No, 220.
In one chimichanga?
In one chimichanga.
Yeah, but that's not quality calories.
Oh, no, they're not good at all.
Like, where does that meat come from? How long does it sit there?
I'm pretty sure that it is, like, the meat is, like, grade F.
I actually love 7-Eleven coffee. I go there, like, frequently for the coffee. They have, honestly, I would drink 7-Eleven coffee over Starbucks or Coffee Bean or Pete's or any of those other fucking coffee any day of the week. I love 7-Eleven coffee.
I like it. I mean, I do Starbucks because they don't have espresso at 7-Eleven, so I'm a caffeine addict. Yeah.
Fancy, okay.
But yeah, I mean that, and then you get more money, and then you just start like eating. Man, you eat out all this bad stuff, and there's a lot of good food out in LA, but there's a lot of shitty food out in LA.
Well, you mean good, like good for you? Or
good for
like,
you,
tasting?
or good. There's good tasting, and good for you.
Yeah.
And you can get both.
Yep.
But most of the time, I was just getting like really good tasting food that was just very bad for you.
Got it.
I mean, yeah. I would go to like Fat Burger, or my personal favorite's Umami.
You like umami?
I love umami. I'm a pretentious asshole.
Do you like umami over stout?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Blasphemy. Stout's way better, guys.
I disagree.
Thank you, Stout.
Wholeheartedly.
This next segment of the show is brought to you by Stout Burgers.
Ooh.
That's way better than the umami. No, they're very similar, but I prefer Stout. But
I can understand that.
Umami's still good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a burger snob per se because listen, I'll go to a Burger King or McDonald's.
Have you been to the place? What's the place called right here?
Cassell's?
Not the vegan place, but the place that's right by the vegan place. It's really good, but it takes forever. It's just north of Western.
What do they sell?
It's a burger place.
You're talking about Cassell's, right?
You're not talking about the not the vegan.
Not the vegan
joint.
place.
Is it on the corner and it's glass around it?
No, it's kind of hidden actually.
By the way, umami's trash.
See, exactly.
Paul.
It's not.
Yeah.
We were friends once.
Fuck is it called? It's literally. Hold on, damn it. Sorry guys. Here, I can't look for it. We're on the air right now. It's really good though, and I had it before I went to a concert at the Wiltern.
Oh, it's not the place that serves the wings, right?
They might have wings too.
They do like I know what you're talking about. I'll find it and
It's like a brewery / like they have burgers too. It's like in the back.
They have one in Pasadena next to the Ice House.
Oh.
What is it?
You can tell where I get booked more.
The Pasadena Ice House.
Hold up, let me see.
But I get you, man. So there's good food in LA. There's good for you, and then there's bad food, and there's food that's bad for you. And all those things.
And I was doing the latter part of that. I was eating a lot of bad food, and I didn't have any like filter or stop. I ate, I stopped eating when I was like stuffed. And I think that's the biggest thing is that your body needs to Your body needs to fucking know when to stop. Yeah. And sometimes you just keep packing it in until you
It's an old Louis C.K. bit where he said, what does he say? I don't eat when I'm. No, it's not that place either.
Oh, it's not.
He says, I don't eat until I'm full. I eat until I hate myself.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is because you get done with it and you're just like, why did I do this to myself? Yeah. That's why I never go to buffets anymore. I'm afraid of them.
I haven't been to a buffet. The last time I went to a buffet, I mean, okay, I'll say this. I used to love, even as a fitness person, the Planet Hollywood buffet in Vegas.
Oh, yeah?
Because they have they used to have all the different countries. So you can get Asian food, you can get Italian food, Mexican, fucking Middle Eastern food, American food, for breakfast, lunch, dinner. And it was great. And then a few years ago, my girlfriend had never been to Vegas, and then I was working the Improv in Vegas, so she came, obviously, and I was like, you got to go to this buffet, and she comes from the country, so, we don't eat like that here, but, she's like, oh, my God, I'm so excited. She was, so excited to go to this buffet because we hadn't been to a buffet together, and I think it kind of just reminded her of home because it's Oklahoma, so there's the big one over there is, what's the one? Golden Corral.
Oh, yeah.
And also...
They have Golden Corrals out here.
Yeah, they do, but they're not that, where do you, I don't know where
Victorville.
Exactly, they're out.
Oh, trust me, I know where they are.
That's hilarious. I know exactly where that one is too. But what I didn't know, and this is a regional thing too, is that KFC's in like, at least in Oklahoma, they have buffets like in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, they have them. They have a couple in Minnesota that
I've
do.
never seen like
Yeah.
that's not a thing here.
Yeah. No, I remember going to KFC with my parents, and you go and they have this entire thing.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
remember that Kanye song? Me and my girl split the buffet at KFC. I was like, what is he talking about? And then when my girlfriend told me, I was like, oh, that's what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
they have them in Chicago.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But so anyway, we went to this Planet Hollywood buffet, and like it was great. But like she and I ate so much, and I remember it was Super Bowl Sunday,
Mhm.
and we were driving home that day because it was supposed to be the work week at the Improv was supposed to be, I believe, Tuesday through Sunday.
Yeah.
But because it was Super Bowl Sunday, they just were like, we're not going to have a Sunday show because it's Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, so we got to go home, and I still got paid for the Sunday, which was great. But we went to the buffet, and then we went to a Super Bowl party here when we got back after the buffet, and my girlfriend ate so much that she was sick, and she went in the car like mid-game, and it was like we made jokes about it, like we're never going to go to a buffet again because we both went to town. And I was training for a marathon at the time, so like I was able to eat a lot.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I ran like 10 miles that day, so I was able to put it down, but I felt bad afterwards too. Anyway, point being, we went back to Vegas when I did the LA Comedy Club like a few months ago,
Yeah.
and we went to the buffet, and they changed the Planet Hollywood buffet, so they don't have all the countries anymore, and I was fucking pissed because it's still like, it's not a cheap buffet.
Yeah, it's like $40 to get in or something like that.
It's not that. I mean, on Saturdays probably.
Yeah.
But like, it was a weekday, so I don't. But it's at least like $25.
Yeah.
And they didn't have all the countries, and I was fucking pissed, and I was like, "Fuck Planet! I'm never coming to this buffet again." They changed it. So
They only had America and not America.
yeah, they didn't have the Italian part. They didn't have the Mexican part. And
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? This is bullshit. It's called the Spice Market Buffet because it's supposed to be a market. So fuck you, Planet Hollywood. Eat dicks. Sorry for cussing.
No, yeah. Planet Hollywood, you go eat dicks.
Yeah. Planet Hollywood Buffet.
I hope they have a dicks buffet over there so that
They
can
have a
have
dicks
as
at
many
the
as they want.
Excalibur. Okay, so you're here in LA.
Yeah.
You're still eating bad.
Yeah, I'm still
whatever.
eating bad. Things that are like not working out. I have a gym membership, but I'm not really going. Like
That's
I'll
how
go.
that's how they make their money, man.
I go for a week and then I'm like, I'm good. And
Yeah.
then I just things get worse. And then I started suffering from things like gout.
Really?
Yeah.
In your feet?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, dude.
And how old are you?
I was like in my 20s when I like late 20s when I started getting gout.
That's not good.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's just signs of, like, shit that's going wrong with your body. Apparently, I was eating too much, was it foods with uric acid, or was purines, that's the term, purines, which builds up uric acid in your blood, and then it all crystallizes in your, like, toe or your knee or, like, places on your body, and it hurts like a motherfucker.
Now, if you're eating these, because I honestly don't know the answer to this, but I feel like if you're exercising regularly and eating like this, that's less likely to happen.
It is. It 100% is.
Okay.
Because when I started working out, like I did not have any gout situation for like, I think it was like a year and a half.
Okay.
So it was definitely diet based and
So
not working out.
Diet and inactivity.
Yeah, diet and inactivity. Also, like, it just goes to show you the trash that you put in your body because it's a lot of like the stuff that's bad for you is a lot of like organ meats and whitefish and
Wait, what'd you say?
whitefish.
No, before that.
Organ meats like
like-
sausage and hot dogs and yeah.
That's
Trust
not-
me, I was putting.
How do you know
down
that's
some-
organ? I don't know what the fuck's in there, dude. I thought you when you said organ, I thought you were talking like liver, kidney, stuff like that.
That's the stuff that they put in that stuff, man.
I don't know what they put in there.
Yeah.
I don't eat hot dogs.
I mean,
and
basically, they take like all the asses
Shit.
and elbows and then
Yeah.
like grind them up and throw them in a tube.
stuff. Yeah, even bones. I would say. I don't
Yeah.
know. I honestly don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it tastes good, but like I don't. Not
You like hot dogs?
every once in a while, I have
Yeah.
a hot dog. I'll go to like a cool place like Doghouse or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
Something that's like pretentious. Nowadays, my entire thing is if I'm gonna eat something that's presumably bad for me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the best of what's bad for me.
That's fair.
Because A, I know it's gonna cost a lot more, so I'm not gonna get a shit ton of it. And B, it's gonna be an experience and not just
Yeah.
this is my lunch.
Got it. Okay.
So
So when did you start doing comedy?
I started doing comedy really probably about 2014.
Okay, so you've been here for a couple years.
Yeah, you know,
you
like
decided
I
to do it.
started doing open mics when I was out here, like on and off. I decided I was gonna move out here to do comedy,
Okay.
but like, you know, I was dipping my toes in,
Yeah.
and then I finally like bit the bullet and just started going like hardcore into it, and I think that's when like you know like you start once you start getting okay, you do a lot of traveling, and when the traveling happens, that's when your diet goes all whack as well.
This is when your diet goes not good if you don't have willpower.
Yeah, I don't.
Unlike me.
Yeah, I know you're the guy.
We've talked about this on,
Yeah,
on my podcast.
you always
but
have like protein bars and stuff like that.
I always come prepared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's smart. It's smart. I do that now.
Yeah. Good.
But I didn't then.
Well,
So.
but that's why I make it a point to share it like on my social media because you know whether you're a comic, whether you're there's a lot of people that travel for business and it's like yeah I get it, dude. When you go somewhere, it's really easy to just eat whatever. Like let's say you're getting free food and it's
free is the
we talked about as comics. Like if you're working somewhere and someone's going to give you free food, you're like, well, great. I'm not making a lot of money. Give me that free food. You can still make good choices usually, because I mean, for me, I would rather if the food is free, I'm not going to eat it unless it's still healthy. I don't care. I appreciate it, but like, if you don't have like every club I go to, pretty much for the most part, you know, comedy clubs don't have great food as a whole.
Not at all. Yeah.
Very few do. But you know, if they have a salad, I'm like, okay, give me the salad, and that's it. Like, I don't even look at the other stuff. But a lot of comedy clubs don't even have fucking salads.
Oh yeah.
They're just like, dude. So thanks for the free food. I appreciate the gesture. I'm not gonna eat. I'm just gonna eat my bar, or I'll go eat
somewhere else. Yeah. No, that's smart. I try to, if I'm only gonna eat something, I try to eat like a grilled chicken or something like that, because I mean, I don't know. I feel like I like. That's like part of the way you get paid when you go to places like that is when they comp your meal.
Of course.
Yeah. So
I get pissed. I talked about it. I think I talked about it on one of my pod. Like, there's certain clubs that were like, "Oh, your food's half off," and I say, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, I'll eat my bar.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna give you half price for shit food. I'm not gonna give you any of my money for shit food. Okay, my body's a temple. Plus, it feeds into your energy level.
Yeah.
You know, and like you said, you're an emotional eater.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not feeling 100% happy, which as comics, that might be a lot of the time.
Oh my God.
Okay,
yeah.
well, I'll just eat this burger or these cheese fries, and then I'll get that, like, whatever feeling that the food gives me.
For sure.
Right? And then I feel better temporarily. Afterwards, probably not so much.
Oh
when
my
you're
God,
like,
yeah.
I realized what I just fucking ate. God damn it. You know? So I can see how all that kind of ties in, and that's why it ties in with a lot of comics because, like I said, you have the factor of, okay, I'm not making a lot of money on this job, so if I'm getting free food, I'm going to eat it, but also I'm on the road, it's grueling, so let me just stress eat or let me emotional eat, and it's like, no, these are all unhealthy habits that I'm trying to, like, teach people, like, that we need to buck. We need to buck these things because they're not going to help you in the long run.
Yeah, I totally get that. Or I think the biggest thing is like you ever get off of all right, so you're driving back from, I don't know, you're driving back from Tucson or something. It's late at night, but you're hungry and you just like you end up like just grabbing something on the drive-through and like rolling through. That happens to me a lot, and it's because it's like you're not prepared. You got to be prepared for that kind of thing.
I always bring plenty of protein bars with me.
Yeah,
I'm talking like boxes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be gone for like 2 weeks, and I'll take at least 2 boxes of bars with me, at least.
Yeah, no, that's smart. That's totally smart.
Actually, I should probably take 3 boxes because I'm going to have about 2 boxes. Where I'm going to be, luckily, we have a kitchen and stuff, so like I can actually
prepare food.
I can make my food. I can just go to the store when I'm there, but still, like,
yeah,
I'm still there all day, so yeah. You gotta be prepared, man.
I totally agree with you. Because
I want more people to be prepared in these situations.
Well, I think a lot of people think that like after you just like diet and exercise and get to kind of where you want to be, you're done. You can go back to where you are, and it's not. It's just like you have to change. You have to be committed. You have to like lifestyle change your entire everything. Like I get it. I understand that now.
Yeah.
It's tough, and especially being a performer on the road where not every place is going to be able to cater to your needs. You have to be ready for
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I'm in the same camp, or I'm at least trying to
Yeah,
be.
you are. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So you got diagnosed with gout.
Yeah, I got.
Was that like kind of like your moment where you're like, okay, I need to make a change?
Oh,
or-
you'd think so.
Okay.
No,
no.
no. So I got gout, and like people are just telling me, yeah, not family, but like doctors, like, yeah, you need to eat better, and you gotta lose some weight, and you gotta do this, and I'm just like Googling like home remedies to help get rid of gout. So I'm drinking cherry juice, and
Cherry juice.
yeah, apparently it's a very nice
Where
anti-inflammatory.
the fuck do you buy cherry juice? Store?
Ralph's, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I was getting like that juicy juice that's 100% sugar. So, I'm not really doing anything.
Remember the commercials for Juicy Juice?
Yeah.
100% juice for 100% kid?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude. Those are old.
They're old and good and lying to you. So, yeah.
I mean, any juice is not
No, I don't drink juice because it's just sugar repackaged.
all it is.
Yeah. But yeah, I was trying to figure out any other way to help myself except losing weight, and it did not help. And the thing that happened was at my heaviest, it was right before my 30th birthday. I got a bad case of gout in my foot, and I'm hobbling around, and I hurt, and I'm walking, and I'm hurting, like hobbling around on my hand or on my foot. And I didn't realize this, but because I was walking so jacked up, I fucked up my back.
Of course.
So one day I go lie down, fall asleep. I wake up the next day. I can't get out of bed,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm the only person in my house right now. Like my roommate left. I was getting another roommate. I can't get out of bed. I call my new roommate to come. He tries to help me out, and he can't lift me. He can't do anything. I'm
Hey,
just
you're heavy.
all weight.
Yeah.
And I can't move or anything. So I ended up having to spend my 30th birthday bedridden.
Oh,
Like
man.
I like first couple of days, I ended up having to like pee in jars and stuff like that.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
it was so bad, man.
That's
Yeah.
That's when a change needs to be.
Yeah, that's when I was like, I'm 30 and I'm I'm laying in my bed not doing anything. I can't do anything. So I like,
This also sounds like an episode of My 600-Pound Life.
yeah. I was getting close to it, man. It was so
Yeah.
close. And I just had to make this change. I was just like, you need to stop. Like I knew right off the bat, like I couldn't work out or anything like that. So I had to go diet. And diet was a straight I don't care what anybody says to you. Diet is more important than anything
For
else.
sure. Absolutely.
All right. You can work out
70% at least.
Yeah, you can work out all day long, but if you are just putting just shit food back, you're not doing yourself any good.
Agreed. I'll say this. You'll be stronger.
Yeah.
You might be more mobile and
Mm-hmm.
maybe even healthier. Maybe depending on how much damage you're doing as you put that food into your body, on how bad you're eating. But like,
Yeah.
you'll be stronger, more mobile, maybe healthier. But you're right. You're still gonna.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, that's the thing is like I'm not The Rock. Okay, I don't need to put 3,000 calories into my body in one sitting, and
The
like,
Rock's so fucking big, dude.
he's so jacked. I watched one of those like what is
I
it?
love
Cheat
him.
days
Yeah,
are.
it's stupid.
And there's like 4 boxes of large pizzas and like
Like a whole
2
box of
tubs of ice
cookies.
cream. Yeah.
He fucking goes to town, but he's
Yeah.
like so. But the thing is, I don't think he shares this with people, but like, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he works with a nutritionist.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like everything is like super planned. Like okay, for example, like I used to work on The Biggest Loser,
Yeah.
like when it first started,
Okay.
and so like their doctors would like be like everybody had a specific. Okay, you're eating this. You're eating like everybody's meal plan was specific to their needs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure because his body is such a part of his brand that he has a nutritionist that he works with. That's like, okay, you're eating these things on these days, and then on your cheat day you could just do whatever the fuck you want. But like it has to be like on the 8th day or the whatever
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Like,
They have it
it's
set up
super
for him.
prescribed,
Yeah.
and it so that it doesn't deter him at
Yeah.
all.
You can have the Nestle Toll House cookies, not the Oreos.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I respect him because that guy has gone through body modification after body
For sure.
modification.
If you look at he always like will like do like Throwback Thursday and show like old wrestling
Yeah.
videos and stuff, and like when he's in better shape now in like his mid 40s
For sure.
than he was in his mid 20s.
Yeah. But I think when he was wrestling and stuff like that, there's a lot of like when you're that like muscular,
Yeah.
you're not as mobile.
For sure.
And so he had to be like super mobile
And
for that.
they're putting their bodies through more abuse.
Yeah. So
Like a lot of abuse.
so I can totally understand that. But you said here's the thing I saw is like he was bulky,
Mhm.
and then he started doing movies and he slimmed down
Yeah.
for a bit, and he was doing a bunch of like kids movies and stuff like
Right.
that. So they wanted him to look less imposing, more
Right.
like Clark Kenty, and then one day he just was like screw this, and he just bulks up, and the next time you see him is in that movie Faster.
Well,
Where he's
I was
just like,
just gonna say I don't know the exact specifics, but I know that there was some on like set drama between him and I think Vin Diesel and maybe somebody else on set.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think he made it a point that like because Vin Diesel's obviously a guy that is looked at as like big and buff.
Yeah.
And so he knew going in that he was gonna fucking out like size Vin
Yeah.
Diesel on screen.
Oh, yeah.
And so he went into that role fucking, okay, I'm going to just make him, and he did. He made Vin Diesel look super small.
For
So,
sure.
like, they're fighting, and you're like, dude,
There
he
is
would
no
fucking
way.
kill
There's
Vin
no
Diesel.
way
Yeah.
Vin Diesel is going to
There's
go
no
through
way.
it. Yeah. Like, I know Vin Diesel works out, all right? And I
For
know he
sure.
can break dance. I've seen the video.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he can. There's a video of
funny.
him back in the day when he was breakdancing. It was crazy.
That's funny.
But like, I know that he's a physical guy, but there's no way he could take The Rock.
Yeah, yeah.
The Rock benches Vin Diesel,
Yeah,
all right?
I
Like,
love the Rocks. We were talking about manifesting in my last episode.
Yeah.
And one of the things I want to manifest is I want to be successful enough to have a home gym like the Rock's gym.
Doesn't he have like a trailer that he can just...
Well, there's that too. So
Okay.
so he has his home gym that's called the Iron Paradise, and I honestly don't know. Like I've seen pictures of it, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. But in his rider, because he's such a big superstar now,
Yeah.
he has it to where he has like a traveling gym. So it looks. I don't know if it's his gym or if he just has a crew of people that sets up a gym and sets it up just like his home gym. I don't know if it's the actual or if it's like a replica, but like
Yeah.
everywhere he goes, it's basically a replica of his home gym too.
That's crazy, man.
Imagine being that famous and having that much power.
I mean, I would want that
It's
that
crazy,
fame
man.
and power, but I mean, I don't know.
But I feel like he uses it for
But
good.
he can't. It's not like he's the kind of guy that can go to a 24-hour fitness and get his stuff done.
Right. He
Yeah.
does work out. Like I've heard people like talking like that. If he's in a town for like a day or two, just like a quick thing, like
Yeah.
he'll pop in and they're like, oh, The Rock was at my gym. So like he does do it, but like, and then I think he usually travels with like a team of people that are like, hey, don't talk to him while he's working out.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I
stay
can
away.
understand. Yeah.
And then on the way out, if you want to take a picture with him, then But,
Yeah, for sure. I think I mean, he's a goal-oriented
Yeah.
individual. I don't see why.
But that's like The Rock is basically like I
So you
I-
want to be The Rock?
kind of.
Okay.
I mean, because I already do it. Like, I mean, if
Yeah.
you see me on, we talked about this, but like when I go to a city, like in Tucson, I fucking drove all morning to get there Friday.
right.
I left super early just to beat traffic. Like, and I mean, it was a long drive, but like I could have left later, but I knew there was gonna be traffic, so I wanted to beat traffic. But I
Mhm.
got to Tucson, I checked into the spot that we stay at. And then I went and found the gym. And then I went to the gym after driving for fucking 7 hours. Like, that's what I do already. I'm just not as famous as The Rock.
Yeah. No,
And
I get that.
And I'm also not as big as The Rock, but I don't want to be as big as The Rock.
No, I like as much as I admire what he does for like I don't want
Because
to.
you guys are like the same size.
Yeah,
He's
we're
probably like 6'4".
Yeah, I
maybe?
don't want to be that big though.
Yeah.
Though I like I like seeing my neck bones. Okay, like
Yeah.
it's nice to actually see like a shape and not just like a bulking mass. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I don't want to be there. I just want to be. I like being able to see my dick. That's pretty much kind of
Yeah.
like the a
And you
win
can
in
see
my
it now.
book. Yeah,
You couldn't see it before.
yeah. I'd have to suck in or look it through a mirror. Like when I sucked in, I mean, I'm talking about like
I get it.
all the way in.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
like
used
my
to ha-
stomach was in my back.
I used to have a joke about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you end up getting out of bed when you were 30
Okay.
after spending days in bed?
Well, I ended up. My friend ended up helping me. I was able to like finally meander out. I had to go to the doctor's office, and I'm going on like my friend brought me to the doctor, like day after my birthday or something like that, and they're like, yeah, you need to like change everything up, and I'm like, I know,
Yeah.
and I go, and my friend brings me home, and like when you're in that kind of pain, the only thing that you can think about is the pain. So I wasn't thinking about food or anything. I didn't eat for like an entire weekend. I'm not saying that you should do it, but
Right.
it was like one of those things where it's just like I could not do anything.
Now,
And
physically or mentally?
mentally,
So you were
yes,
probably like
I was focusing
a little
on
bit
yeah,
depressed.
definitely
maybe?
depressed because
Did you lose
nobody
your
wants
appetite when
yeah,
that happened?
and I was and so like throughout the entire weekend I didn't really eat anything. I think I had like a handful of almonds or something like that. But by the next week I'm just like, well, I'm gonna keep this up. I'm not gonna not eat, but I'm gonna keep my calories down. And then the thing that I started doing right off the bat was cutting calories.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, I'm not doing anything. I know generally the body burns 2,000 calories a day, so I'm gonna keep my calorie count under, was it 1,500? So I did that, and I started doing that for weeks, and after a while, like after a while, I could start moving around again.
Uh-huh.
And after the gout was finally gone, I started going on walks,
Okay.
and I started drinking a lot of water. That's the thing is like water is key to like
Now,
everything.
when you say you drink a lot of water, are you replacing, like, you didn't drink a lot of water before?
I think I was eating a lot more food because I know the body sometimes you feel like you're hungry when you're really thirsty.
Correct.
So I would fill that void with food instead of water.
Uh-huh.
So I was probably dehydrated and putting bad stuff in my
Got it.
body.
So you just made it a point to drink
Yeah,
more
so
water.
so now like I drink a gallon a day at least, and I always make sure that before any meal I drink a lot of water because that's the thing that you know you're just trying to fill space up basically.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
So I started dieting and I
Good for
started.
your skin, too.
Yeah. Oh my
It's
God.
good for your organs.
Like don't let this fool you. My complexion is usually pretty good. Yeah. I just feel like weird. I'm 32 and I have adult acne. It's
We're
weird.
comics, man. We get stressed out sometimes.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. But so I started doing walking and stuff like that, and I would push myself because I used to walk maybe like a mile or so,
Uh-huh.
and then I would start walking and try to see how far I got. So like the first big push I went to walk, I walked from Glendale to Hollywood
On purpose.
on purpose.
Fuck.
Yeah,
That's like,
I Ubered back, but like,
that's like what, like 10 miles?
about 8.5 miles,
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's on my part.
and then I did
What did you do, like walk down Glendale Boulevard?
I
to
walked-
Alvarado?
I walked down Pacific all the way down to Los Feliz and took Los Feliz
Okay.
into
Los
Hollywood.
Feliz, so
Yeah.
like somewhere around
Yeah.
like, by the Griffith Park and then
Yeah, I went down
western.
Griffith Power, down Franklin and
Okay.
onto, was it Sunset, I think,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Okay.
I called an Uber at that point in time.
Wow. You just did it to want to do it?
I just wanted to see how far I could go. It took me like forever, but
Yeah.
I did it. And then the next one, I went from like Glendale to Pasadena,
Uh-huh.
which was pretty good. I think that beat my. I beat that was like my length, and it doesn't mean it doesn't say anything that I walked 8 miles, but it's like,
That shit adds up, dude.
yeah,
I have a Fitbit,
hmm
and obviously I'm in the gym all the time and working out, but like there will be days when like are like my rest days.
yeah,
But like on my rest days, because I walk a lot. Like I
Yeah.
walk all the time. I hate driving.
mhm.
I have to drive here because it's just too far. I mean, I could walk, but it's too hot. But
I
anyway,
get it.
Huh?
I get it.
Yeah.
I walk
Uh,
to the gym when on
yeah,
the weekends,
I walk everywhere, and just by walking, like I mean, I'll go like, by the end of the day, like 10 miles, 12 miles,
Mhm.
and on days that I don't work out, like my off days, like look at, I already have. Today's my off day, and I already have, according to this, I've only walked 3 miles today, but I'm burning 2,200 calories. and
Holy
it's
crap!
like an off day.
Yeah,
And so if I'm walking, 5, 6, 7 miles, even on my off, I'm still burning like a decent amount of calories. This shit adds up.
for sure.
We drive too many places.
I agree with you. I totally do. When if I'm at home and I know I'm not going to be doing anything, I'll walk a couple miles to get some poke at a spot and then
Mhm.
walk home because I'm okay. Like I know I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
I use that time to like listen to a podcast.
You listen to this podcast?
Sure. Sure.
Fucking asshole.
Ah, come on, Pete.
It's okay. No one listens.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, well, once I once my back was fully healed up, I started going to the gym.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about this because this is another thing I want to talk about too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I didn't know what to do when I first went into the gym. I always everybody's always like, if you're gonna go to the gym, you should go with a game plan. And so I looked online and I found this thing called Fat Meets Fire. I know it sounds dumb.
Is that a dating app?
No, it's not. It's a YouTube. This guy did this YouTube show, and he's like, if you're gonna start out at the gym, you got to have a plan. And he talked about push, pull, and leg days, and so I learned how to do that, and so I started with the benching, all the different kinds of benching and stuff, and that was one day, and then the pull days was like pull-ups and not pull-ups but lat pull downs and stuff like that.
I mean, pull-ups.
No, I can do pull-ups now, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
But you start working that stuff, and I paired that with walking as well. I made sure that I was always getting that cardio in, and I would say I was down probably like 30 pounds from October to June.
Okay.
Or not October to June, April to June. And then from June to October, I was probably down about 100 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
So in just a few months, you lost like 100 pounds.
Yeah, I lost a bulk of the weight pretty fast just by dieting.
So when you started this, how much did you actually weigh? Was that your 370?
Like 370, like 370, 375.
But that's the thing. It's like I said I worked on The Biggest Loser for a little bit, and one of the things is like when you're larger, it is easier. Usually,
it's easier to lose the fat.
Yeah, I mean, usually if you're that large, it's because you were probably not very active at all.
Right.
So anything that you do helps.
Yeah.
And then if you just stay regular to that, you could actually lose against. That's why the people on The Biggest Loser, I don't even know if that show's still on, but they would lose like hundreds of pounds, and everyone. My clients would be like, this person in The Biggest Loser lost 100 pounds. How come I haven't lost 10? I'm like, the person in The Biggest Loser is 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, they're getting out of their chair, they lost a pound.
Uh-huh. For sure. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
These like my 600-pound life people and stuff like that, they can lose 30 pounds a month easy.
Easy. Yeah.
Just
by walking.
By walking, yeah.
And by not eating 12 times a day.
Yeah. I am just so happy that I never got that bad. Where these guys are reclusive, they can't do anything. Somebody actually has to feed them, and they're feeding them that much.
They have to bathe them in the bed, and it's really. Someone had told me about. I didn't know the show actually existed, and I think my buddy Justin told me about it, and I was like, or maybe Eric Rivera told me about it, but I happened to be in a hotel room on a gig, and it came on, and I was like, holy fuck. Okay, so. You're doing comedy. Yeah. You're starting to lose weight. How did the comedy community take to this new lifestyle change?
Oh man.
Because I think this is important.
This is a big one.
Yeah.
And so you have certain people like you were very supportive.
Super.
My friend Lucas Seeley, super supportive.
He was in this podcast too?
Oh yeah. That I did know because I saw a picture of you and him.
Sweet.
There's a lot of people that are supportive. But then when they start seeing the results and stuff like that and seeing that you're actually happy, a lot of them do not get as supportive.
Yeah,
they start saying stuff that, I had this joke, and I swear to God, it's...
Are you running bits on my fucking podcast?
No.
No, you can do it.
It's not even a bit because it's not even that funny anymore. But, in the beginning, they were like, yeah, man, you can do it.
Right.
And then, you lose that kind of weight, and then some of them still deep down, you're just a fat little bitch. And I had fucking friends that would just joke that shit all.
That's dark.
Yeah. Well, it's just because they don't like to see anybody doing better than they are.
I 100% agree. I feel that way about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that way about I don't know how you feel about this, and maybe you, Paul, too. Like when I started doing stand-up comedy, because it was such a new thing. Everyone's like, yeah, and
super
everyone want to come see you.
Uh-huh.
And I think they want you to do well, but like also subconsciously they might kind of want to see you like fail at it.
For sure.
And then as you continue to do it, they're like, oh, like he's like really doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not as happy about you anymore because I thought you were just gonna be like for a short term, and I was like kind of supporting you, but like now you're doing this. Like now I feel shittier about whatever lifestyle I've chosen.
Yeah.
Because you're fucking going for it, and I'm still, you know, selling textiles or whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, I totally agree. There's like, and that's the thing is like, some people want you to do well, but then nobody ever wants you to do it better than them.
Right.
And I get that. I understand. So when people say that shit to me, like I was just like, I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
It does not deter me from my ultimate goal, which is like,
So what is your ultimate goal?
I want to be. I'm at 265 right now.
Uh-huh.
I want to be at like just like straight up like 250. I feel like
Okay.
that's a good. That's
It's like 15 more pounds.
yeah.
6'4", 250.
6'5", 250.
6'5",
Yeah, yeah.
250.
I mean, I was looking online and I was trying to see. They're telling me at 6'5" I should be.
I don't pay attention to that
Yeah,
shit.
they said 190 pounds. That's a stick.
You know, I had a girl, a nurse. This was like, so I used to actually be more like bulkier.
Yeah, you're a little bit more cut.
No, I'm more cut now. Yeah.
Yeah. But you.
Yeah, so I was just a little bit more bulkier. So like I probably like for like a minute I was like probably like 175-ish.
Yeah.
Still like my body fat was still pretty low. Not as low as it is now, but like still
Mhm.
pretty low. And I had a nurse tell me that I was overweight for my height, and I just looked at her and I wanted to slap her in the fucking face, dude, because I was like I don't have body. Like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? She's like, well, according to the chart. I'm like, get your fucking chart out of here, dude. This is science, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody's body's different.
For sure.
Everybody's muscle mass is a little bit different. Bone density, like, there's
Uh-huh.
so many factors. Some people hold water. Some people have bigger organs. Like, there's just so many factors
Yeah.
to put the weight, height. It's an old practice that they need to stop paying attention to.
I agree. Yeah, I don't trust doctors for that stuff. But I saw that I was just like, nah. I think that like 250 is like is a nice medium. Gives me kind of like, you know, so I can fluctuate a little bit because, you know, sometimes you're gonna go out and have some food.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes you're gonna like double down and like work your ass off to lose those holiday pounds. I think 250 is good. I'm just glad I'm not lying on my ID anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. At 30.
Yeah.
I threw out my back when I was 28 or 29. Like, I mean, it was lifting something, but
Yeah.
like, just even that, I was like, man, like,
You can feel how vulnerable you are.
yeah. The thing is like a lot of times when you have like a back, no matter how severe it is, like sometimes it's like in the discs or in the spine, but whatever. But like a lot of times if it's like a muscle thing, the rest of the muscles in your back seize up around your back, and so like you can't because they're thinking that you're trying to injure your back muscles, so they seize up around those muscles to protect that back muscle, and like you don't realize how much you like it doesn't matter, like it could be your abs, it could be like I hurt my obliques one time, and like I said I strained the muscle in my back, like you can't move.
No,
Like
that's
they
where
all
I
seize
was.
up and you literally can't move, and you're just like you gotta like pull on, like getting in and out of a car or rolling over in
Mhm.
bed, like it's the worst.
No, yeah, that's
It's
where
very
it was.
humbling.
I couldn't move.
Yeah.
I like my body was canted at an angle while I was walking. It was crazy, man.
Yeah.
And I never want to get that way again. So, like, I think the biggest thing is just like I want to be as healthy as I can be.
Yeah,
But I also want to be able to, still.
enjoy life.
Yeah,
I get it.
I like it. I mean, I'm not looking for beach bod. I'm looking for like,
I'm looking for beach butt
I know you are,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, I mean, you have the beach bod
for
though.
sure.
Yeah, I just don't want to feel uncomfortable when I take off my
I
shirt.
got you.
Yeah.
And do you feel comfortable now?
Oh, still not very comfortable.
Okay.
But I think a lot of that is
It's like from the past. You
yeah,
see
I'm
the
not
old
saying
stuff.
like I don't have like the worst body in the world, but
Yeah.
I also like when you lose that kind of weight that kind of fast, you get a lot of like my skin hasn't retracted.
Got it.
So some of it like around the midsection is definitely
Like
a
loose
little,
skin, you mean you're talking
yeah,
about?
I got a lot of loose skin.
Really? I bet. Like 120 pounds, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
are you gonna like get like a surgery or something? Or
I
just-
don't think so.
No?
I mean, I'm gonna work at it. Actually, here's the thing. What's your feeling about waist trainers? Do you think they're bullshit or not? I haven't.
Like Kim Kardashian.
I haven't. Well, I mean, I've seen guy waist trainers as well.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb. I hate them.
Okay.
But I hate a lot of things.
Yeah.
The science behind it, it's just no.
Is it just trying to like push water out of your?
Yeah, it's just like people that it's like people wearing like those sweat track suits, those like things like they sweat more, and it's like like maybe you'll lose a pound when you get on the scale, a half hour later because you were sweating, but it's just all water. Like the best waist trainer is just eating well and exercising. There's your fucking waist trainer.
I like it.
Yeah.
I respect it. I still use compression gear though.
I love compression gear.
Yeah.
But it's actually, I'm actually pretty, because I'm a Nike enthusiast, and I'm a Nike trainer, certified.
Nice.
Compression is actually good for you because it helps the circulation in your muscles.
Oh yeah.
Like in the not old days, but like initially, like compression pants and shorts were help with injuries, like almost like an ace bandage. Like say you hurt your hamstring, people used to wrap themselves in ace bandages. So that's kind of where that's compression.
Yeah.
And so when they started making like actual garments, like shorts and leggings and whatever, like that's what it was. And I was like anti legging or like all that compression for like a long time. And then I did I remember this was like 10 years ago, I think now. I did like a Nike print ad.
Yeah.
And so we got like all this free Nike shit, and it was so cool. But like we had to wear compression shorts, and I felt a difference in where I was like, oh, like I feel like my muscles are a little bit more loose. It helps the blood circulate more. There's a lot of benefits to wearing the compression. And then ever since then, like I always wear compression shorts or like leggings.
Yeah.
I mean, people always like are like I always have like kind of like Lucas is like me. We all have like matching leggings and stuff.
Yeah.
Like like I love it, dude. But now they've taken the science further, and now there's like certain leggings or like compression shorts that help speed up recovery. Like they'll put like certain ions in them, and I don't know the exact science, like what the materials are used, but like. Now they've taken it a step further. There's like compression that helps with other things too. So
like repairing your body and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I wonder how long you're supposed to wear that while.
Well, I wear them all the time, dude.
Well,
I'm wearing compression right now.
Are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
But there'll be like times like for like when I go on the road, like where it's cold,
Yeah.
I'm from here, so I'll wear like leggings underneath my things, and I'm like, oh, I feel great.
I get that. I mean, I wear long underwear when I go home, so
Yeah.
it's basically.
I
the
mean,
same
Minnesota's
thing.
fucking cold, dude.
Yes, it is.
When I was there, I went in October, and it was really cold, but it was like in like the 30s, and I was like, oh, this is bad. And then I went back in November, and it was like in the single digits, and I was like, this is stupid.
No,
This is the worst.
20 below is
Yeah,
when you
I
need to
mean,
go.
it's dumb.
Yeah.
There was like the night I got there was like the first night that snow hit, and there was like 2 feet of snow, and nobody came to the show. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm performing
That's crazy.
for 12 people in fucking.
Well, those 12 people are ride or die.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah.
But it was just like, but you from Minneapolis?
Suburb of Minneapolis. I kind of rep Minneapolis.
So like, do all the like, because I know like in Minneapolis, and even I was in Rochester.
Yeah.
And they have like it gets so cold that they have like the tunnels that connect the streets
Yeah.
and everything.
So they have like skyways
Yeah.
and tunnels and stuff like that. Yeah, all downtown and stuff like that. It's like that. In the suburbs, not so much.
Okay.
But I mean, I used to spend so much time downtown.
So you're on your own if you're in the suburbs.
Yeah. You was it? Everybody has remote starts in their car.
Oh, okay.
So the heat's
Yeah.
going by the time you get up from
Right.
one place to another. But it's not fun. There's a reason why I moved to LA.
Yeah.
I mean, other than the whole comedy thing, but yeah,
The weather's great, huh?
Yeah, I love it out here.
I'm
man.
spoiled. I'm from here, but like, it helps me appreciate it more. When I go on the road, and then I'm like, okay, you're right. LA's fucking great. Like the weather's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so I want you to come back when you are at your 250-pound goal,
Definitely.
and then tell everybody.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
For
Like,
sure.
Let's do. I haven't done this with anybody, We are, let's see, what's today? July what? So I'm going to give you a soft deadline of 1, 2, let's say Halloween. That's
All right.
fair.
All right.
That's 3 months
October
away.
25th, yeah.
That's basically 3 months away.
That's
That's
good.
£5 a month. Totally doable.
Definitely. I can do that. And that's good because I'm trying to be Colossus for Halloween. So
Colossus?
he's the guy who turns metal in like Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I
That's
can
right.
do that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that, I mean, makes my life a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. You
All
heard
right.
it here first on the camera. This is our first Camera Adds 10 Pounds challenge.
I'm doing it.
John Edward Brickley is going to lose his last 15 pounds before Halloween.
Hell yeah, I am. I like it.
Sweet. So tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
You can find me on Instagram at John Brickley Comedy, and you can find me on Twitter at J Brickley Comedy.
Was there another John Brickley?
I don't know.
You
There's
just added-
there's a
you
few
just
John
added-
Brickleys.
You just added the comedy.
There's a few John
be an
Brickleys.
asshole.
There's a John Brickley on ESPN, and
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
And so I just figured I'd just
fucked up.
cut the middleman out.
That's
just,
fair.
Yeah,
okay.
straight up comedy.
So John Brickley Comedy on Instagram and J Brickley Comedy on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then are you 5,000 friends on Facebook?
No.
If they
no,
wanna
I
add
got-
you on
If you
Facebook?
want to add me on Facebook, please go ahead. John Edward Brickley. Is
Yeah, and so one of the reasons that we didn't kind of get into it, but you continue to post like progress pictures
yeah.
on your social media and stuff,
sure.
which is great.
You can
which-
definitely check him out.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, he's someone that it didn't come easy, but you've
No.
lost 120 pounds, and I commend you because I know that it's just hard to make that change, and especially as a comic, it's very easy to not do those things. So you're continuing,
Right.
your movement. So that's great. That's why I wanted to have you on here. So awesome. When you guys hear this podcast, because I had to get a couple on ahead of time, I'm gonna be gone for a couple weeks.
Oh, that's totally fine.
I'm going to be at the Looney Bin Comedy Club in Tulsa, Oklahoma, August 21st through 24th. And then I'm going to be at Laugh Lines Comedy Club in Vancouver, September 6th and 7th. And I probably have a couple of stuff in between there, but those are like the big dates. So if you're in Tulsa or near Vancouver, come see me there. Follow him on social media and make sure you rate the podcast, review it, listen to it, unlike this fucking guy.
I will. I will now.
And share it. Like I said, tell a friend. And if you guys have any questions, send me on my social media at Peter Sirs. And thanks for listening, guys. This has been the Camera Adds 10 Pounds. We will talk to you next time. Goodbye.